After this video, we probably
Trying
grab
to
some stuff for River.
get the light right.
That's the intro. Just Mike eating. That's it. Welcome to Band Theories. I'm
Like
Bren.
40 minutes of Mike eating. What's up, guys?
I'm Mike.
He just skipped Anthony. we're Band Theories.
Come on.
Band.
What's up, guys? It's Bam Theories. This is for the final episode of the Falcon and a Winter Soldier, but it's Brennan's birthday today.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday! Woo!
Happy birthday to you.
30-something years old. Years young. Getting
He's
up there in
lying.
age.
He's 40. He's 40. Everybody's lying. He's 40. It's a big 40.
So I'm a handsome 40.
It was the birth of Brendan and the birth of the new Captain America.
Same day. How about that?
Oh,
We
shit.
share the same birthday. How about that?
Oh, damn. Oh, look at
Yeah.
you.
I'll drink to that.
There we go. So before we go any further, spoiler alert, this is a spoiler talk, so we'll be just throwing stuff out there. If you haven't seen the last episode or any episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, I urge you to turn back now. That being said, like, subscribe, get those views up. Write to us on YouTube, whatever. We're cool.
And
And yeah, last episode. Whoa, crazy.
yo, that's where all the money went. That's
Yeah.
where all the money went, because the last few episodes were just talking and talking, and there's action scenes.
Yeah.
But 80% of it was talking, and this is where all the money went, because it looked
We
like
got a quick little car chase, nothing too crazy. We did get a
Quick.
crazy helicopter chase. That was amazing.
Oh, that was sick.
And
Oh,
some
let's
pretty
just-
sick fight sequences.
right in the
and-
beginning, right
Yo,
off the
can we
bat.
say? Can we say that this is the suit this guy needed this whole season?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
those wings, not even like the whole the suit's nice. The wings, I'm talking
It's like
about.
his balls grew 3 times larger and just fucking took everything on.
Yeah. I was telling everyone here, he's a little overpowered now, because if you think about it, he has the wings. He has red
shield.
wings. 2 red wings, apparently.
He's got
And the shield.
Heck.
Oh, he's got to do it. He's the man now. He's got to show up now.
So
gotta
yeah,
show
you're
up.
right. It was good seeing Falcon, Sam. I can't call him Falcon anymore. It was good seeing the new Captain America. How about
Yo,
that?
they even changed the title. They even changed the title of the show.
Yeah.
They put it at the end of the show.
I'm so excited that they didn't skirt around that they still weren't calling him Falcon. It was this is your new Captain America. That's
Black
it.
Falcon. Hey, Black,
Black
Falcon.
Falcon.
Hey, look, it's Black Falcon. No, that's Captain America.
Was that a little on the nose? Yeah. Did I love it? Yes. The suit itself is dope. I'm glad they didn't go through like the standard, like seeing him suit up for the first time. We didn't see that. They say
He's
right
like,
to
I'm
the
almost
action.
there. And you
and-
saw him flying over, and it was like, oh shit.
I'm
Yo,
not
the
gonna
second
lie.
we saw him flying, me and Rocco were like, oh,
Yeah, well, when I saw that little glimpse of him fly by real quick, I lost my shit. I was like, oh, he's wearing the suit.
yo, he came in and burst through the glass and then did that land. I was like, what? All of us, but me and Rocco both like jumped out of our seats. Yeah.
Yo, he finally got like used to the shield too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I love how he's incorporating his fighting style and his wings into using the shield, like to get like some very
Carly was hitting him and hitting him and hitting him, and
Yeah.
the shield, and then he put the wings into the
wings
ground.
down, like as he used it as an anchor.
Yo, and the wings, and because they're vibranium, they're taking those hits.
Yeah.
They're taking in that power, and even
All right,
when
people.
he blocked the bullets with that thing.
All right, people. At some point, a helicopter falls on top of him. He
Yo,
deflects the helicopter with the
blades.
shield and the wings.
Yep. The wings
Amazing.
close in.
Yo, he's needed those wings all season. He needed those wings. Those wings were changed the whole game.
Yep.
Oh
Changed
yeah,
the
those
whole
wings are a
game.
game changer. It's so hyped to see, his evolution into Captain America, and now he's like fully embracing it, and he's really taking on that role. And not only that, it's good to see Bucky in a better place now. He seems, he's responsible for his actions in the past, but he it looks like he's open to being happy now. He's open to being a hero.
He took
Before he had all this pain and suffering and this weight on his shoulders, and it was like that reluctant kind of hero, like, listen, I'm gonna help because I'm in this situation, but I'm not looking to help people. And now it seems like he's gonna really put himself in that light. It's gonna be him and Sam.
he took Sam's advice. Because Sam said
Yeah.
you gotta really get in depth with disclosure. Forget about just just trying to do it for yourself. You gotta do it for the people. And he went to that old man, especially an old man who he really cared about. Remember the Asian man? He cared for that guy a lot. And he really went over to him and he told him really what happened. And then he kind of left him back, just said, you know what? I'm not going to have dinner with him. I just want to let him just take this in. Maybe I'll see him next week. But he seemed like he felt better after that. That's what I really think.
Definitely. It seems like it seems like Bucky's in a better place now, and I'm looking forward to the future, with him and Captain America. It's not going to be like, he's going to be Captain America's sidekick. It's not. It's going to be a partnership between them. I'm interested to see, does Bucky take up a code name? Is he just going to be Bucky? He can't be Winter Soldier no more because that name comes with a
White
lot
Wolf.
of, wait.
White Wolf.
Yeah, you're right. White Wolf. White Wolf.
You know what's funny?
White Wolf.
I was reading something up.
He becomes a Power Ranger.
Right? I was reading something up that White Wolf.
White Wolf. Yeah.
Not to go off the whole series, but in the comics, it looked like the MCU was starting off to do something else with that name, because White Wolf in Wakanda is like this white I guess was it a white man that gets somehow adopted into the whole family, and it becomes like a bad guy in the in Wakanda, and White Wolf is the same name.
Well, we do know that the MCU is no stranger to stretching things, because we find out that Sharon Carter is the power broker.
Oh yeah,
she lied,
and she got pardoned.
Yeah,
so now
she lied though, because she was on the phone with them saying, "Oh, you really upset him," or something like that, or he's upset, so making it think like, it's somebody else.
Yeah.
Nah, I figured that.
That's crazy though. Now she
bad. Is she playing the long game? Is that what she's doing? Is she like super deep undercover, or is she really just an asshole?
Right.
Speaking of
really
assholes,
good. They were like, "Oh, cool, Agent Carter's not," but now.
Speaking of assholes, my boy Baron Zemo, I love his little cameo again. Got what his just desserts. But let's go back to the beginning. So the beginning has some very good fights in there.
Now, did you see what Zemo did right in this episode?
Oh yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. But let's go back to the beginning, because there were some awesome fights in there. We got a chance to see Sam in all his glory. We saw Bucky. Surprisingly, who I didn't expect to see in a redemption arc was John Walker. I thought he was going to come back with a vengeance and try to fight off against Bucky and Sam, and no, we didn't get that. We got John Walker
teamed up for a little bit.
Yeah,
he wanted Carly, because he wanted Carly.
It was
he wanted that team, because at when it all said and done, that Lamar was his best friend. He wanted that revenge. He wanted it.
Do you know how messed up it was that Carly told him, she was like, he wasn't important?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, bitch.
Lamar wasn't important.
Well, you weren't important, really. That's gonna kick your ass. But
I love that they gave him his little redemption arc, because when given a choice to choose between Carly and saving lives, he actually went to go save lives. And that's a big step up for his character, because he's not necessarily a villain in the comics. He's just an edgier Captain America,
I thought they were gonna do like a him grabbing
Oh, with
on
the
and
helicopter?
holding the truck, kind of like a
Yeah.
parallel of Cap and the helicopter. I thought that's
I
what they were
mean,
going to do, but they didn't do it. Thank
there
God.
was
That would've
there
been
were
a
subtle
fact.
nuances. Like you saw, he went to go save the truck full of people, and he couldn't do it. And the person who was able to do it was the new Captain America, was Sam. Sam had that big heroic moment, which he had a few heroic moments.
Yeah.
The whole helicopter scene was dope. He was chasing the helicopter down, and listen, Red Wing is a problem because this thing on top of its offensive capabilities, this thing can give him information. It's like similar to the AI that Stark was using. It's no different than Jarvis.
Yeah, this
It's
is
no different
like
than
next
Friday.
level because he figured out somebody who had a pilot
Yeah,
or somebody who was able
Yeah,
to
they
fly.
were able to Google that. The
he was able
lady
to like.
had
He was able
This
to
background.
man has
Google it.
super Google. He has super Google on Red Wing. That's what he has. And that was cool. I just loved how he took the pilot out. He like revved up the shield. He like did the front flip just to get that extra power, and he is owning that shield like no questions asked. When he came,
Yeah.
he knocked out or knocked down 3 super soldiers with that one shield.
Mhm.
He understands how to defy physics with that damn thing now, and I'm so happy to see him in that light. But yeah, overall awesome episode. We got some big reveals.
You saw what I was saying, you saw what Zemo did at the end there? Yo, his butler, man. His butler killed them. You didn't see that part?
Listen,
His
all
Alfred.
I learned, all I saw was if Zemo is down and out, he's not down and out because he got that killer butler, lurking around doing stuff.
Hmm.
Yo, he blew up that
Yeah.
truck with those super soldiers in it.
How is
The
that
last
butler able to
3.
do that?
I was like, yo. I was like, wait a minute. At first I didn't know who that guy was. I was like, damn, wait a minute. I was like, oh, it's fucking Alfred.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Alfred, but whatever his name is, you know what I mean? Whatever that dude's name is, Boris or whatever. But that's that dude.
Boris.
That's that dude's butler. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit. I was
Butler
like,
Boris.
I
Boris
was like,
Pennyworth.
that's why they had that quick.
Pennyworth.
And you know what's nice too? I don't know if you guys really noticed it, but they showed the raft too in that
Yeah,
whole instance where they were with Zemo.
I mean, it's not the first time they showed it. It was in Civil War. That is the prison that they were all locked up in Civil War.
Yep.
But it's cool to see that they revisited it and then mentioned it again. 1 second.
Guys, the dogs are out. Hey, let the dog out. Anyway, but yeah, man, that was pretty good.
Yeah. It was an awesome episode.
Oh yeah, it's definitely, and it was all like in the first 30, what was it? First fucking 30 minutes. It was like nonstop.
Pretty much mostly the entire episode. Except for maybe the last 10 minutes just to tie up loose ends. Bucky, telling the guy that he's the one who killed him, and then Sharon Carter, and it's just these little loose ends. But for the most of the episode, it was mostly just all action.
Yeah.
The whole whole first 30 minutes was all action.
And again,
Yeah,
I think it ended 3 times.
Yeah,
Yo,
I remember pausing
it.
it at some point. I paused it when Carly died. Spoiler: she dies. And when I paused it, I saw the time that was left. It was still like a half hour left. I was like, damn,
I just watch.
Yo,
Yeah,
I like.
I don't want to.
It was Pizza Friday again.
Yo, man,
Thank you.
I like where that Sam put them all in their
present.
place. that moment where he put them all in their place and he just started saying that, and it had that huge speech.
Yeah.
That I like that.
And he was
that
right.
So
He's got a point.
he has a point, but not only that, there's a reason why Steve Rogers chose to give him the shield. It's because Captain America is more than America. It's more than the government. Captain America is supposed to embody doing what's right, even if everyone thinks it's wrong. That's why, they had Civil War. People would think that Cap would sign up for that because, he's Mr. America. And no, he didn't, because he personally believed it went against, what was right. And that is exactly what Sam is doing. When they brought on John Walker, it was he's a yes boy. He's gonna follow orders. That's what he's good at. And Sam, there's a reason why they didn't pick Sam. Besides going about the whole African American thing, Sam is not a yes guy. He's gonna question things. He's gonna do things that he feels are right, even if it means going against the government.
And I know you mentioned the last time that it'd be cool if they go back into the museum and there's a whole section there to know about everything. With Isaiah Bradley. And I was like, oh shit, Brendan was right. You got it.
Like when I saw that, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like I was so hyped that, that was a nice little.
I wanted it to be called The Truth because that's the name of the comic.
Yeah.
So that would have been cool. Like have little sections, truth. And then
it was good to see Isaiah Bradley, kind of accept Sam and kind of open up to the idea, he's not being so sour nowadays. And, just seeing him thank Sam, it was a powerful moment right there.
He hugged him. Forget about he gave him a strong handshake and he hugged the guy. And he saw in his eyes like he wanted to cry. This dude felt emotional.
Now they'll never forget what you did for this country. Never.
And he gave up the old man cranky shit and was like, wow, like somebody really wow. Like I saw his face.
I loved how Sam even when he was giving his big speech, he even harkened back to what Isaiah had told him. He was like, I wear the stars and stripes, and a lot of people are looking at me and, there's going to be some hate and stuff, as a black man, I'm repping this country and, it's who I am, is what I want to do. And, they went over to Isaiah real quick and he was kind of nodding, all right, I kind of understand your point. So that's good. I love the way this series tied up all the loose ends, or majority of the loose ends, by the end of it. And yeah, I mean, for a while they were talking about, they're open to another season or something like that. And, breaking news just came in that Captain America 4 is being written, is being helmed by these showrunners. And it looks like we're going to get more Sam and Bucky. Because to me, I don't see Sam going anywhere without Bucky. They're the odd couple of the MCU at this point.
Yeah,
he kind of needs that muscle right now too. Anyway,
yeah, definitely. This series wasn't just about seeing the next Captain America. It was called Falcon and Winter Soldier. They were both title characters, so we got a chance to see Sam come up, and we also got Bucky coming up. And at this point, both of their names are synonymous with one another. I don't think you're not going to see one without the other. They're teammates, and in place of Steve Rogers, Steve Rogers was their mutual friend, and he's no longer there. So now, they're for each other, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this next movie.
Oh yeah,
2028 probably. But yeah, looking forward to it.
He's gonna be as old as Isaiah Bradley.
No, right?
It might,
what the MCU did to me?
Might be
I waited for years.
Maybe by 2023 it'll be out. I mean, the way they're writing stuff up,
a lot of movies got pushed back. I know, but a lot of movies got pushed back because of Corona, so we'll see. Hopefully this fits into Phase 5. I'm in love with this series. It hit all the points for me.
Oh, can we talk about this girl now too? Like, yo, that ending credit, fucking Sharon over here is playing double edge over here. She's got double agent over here. She didn't give up the bet. She went there as a power broker and she didn't give it up. Just because she got pardoned, I mean, shit. Now all of a sudden she's gonna start more problems.
Start lining up our buyers. Super soldiers might be off the menu, but we're about to have full access to government secrets, prototype weapons, you name it. Should be something for everyone.
Do you think it's more like, you know what, I worked for them and I know this is all bullshit, but now I'm going to use it to my advantage type of thing?
I hope not, because I really want to like think the best of her. But yeah, it could be the MCU is just going to say, you know what, we're going to write her as a villain now, you know? And she's going to be the power broker. She's playing to a bigger game. She certainly, you know, Carly confirmed that she was the power broker. There's no way of taking that back. And it's crazy, you know, what they're gonna do with her story now.
It's crazy because they don't know about it either. Sam and
Nobody knows it. Yeah, the only one that knew, she dead now. The only one that knew is dead. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not surprised they killed that girl, but they killed her ass. And then he brought her, like, to kind of like almost like show. I mean, it's like, it's kind of funny. I feel like it has like two meanings. Like he brought her because, you know, she just got ass killed. But then it's like, here's your leader. She's dead. All you power broker, like, you know, all you motherfuckers out there, here's your leader. Forget about her. She's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, because it's like, let's say like
I don't think he was I don't think he was making a martyr out of her. I think he was giving her, I think the show, a little bit of the respect that she deserved.
He showed some sympathy for her. It's because he understands.
No, he always has to, like, he wasn't even fighting her. He was getting so upset over that, you know, because he understood her pain.
So she was crying. Yo, she was like, fight me. Like, yo, calm down, bitch. Like, what are you doing?
So overall, Disney has another hit show on their hands. Between this and Star Wars, you know, they're knocking it out of the park with these shows. And I just, you know, at this point, like everyone else, I want more. Yeah. You know, I have some issues, you know, some nitpicking with Falcon and Winter Soldier. My biggest issue, if I have one, would be they didn't do a good job explaining why the Flag Smashers were so mad. They kind of glazed over it. And for, you know, like I was explaining to my kids, you know, exactly why. I think they could have did a better job. You know, it's simple. The Flag Smashers are upset because once the blip happened, people from different countries started moving in to get closer to one another because you had so much vacant areas and people were helping each other out. So it didn't matter. For those 5 years, it looks like it didn't matter if you, like, what ethnicity you were, what religious background, you know, you believed in. People needed help and people were banding together to help each other. And then when the blip came back, you know, when those got blip came back, you have, you know, we saw it with Spider-Man's Aunt May. She was like, you know, she came back and there was a family living in her apartment and they were freaking out. So the big issue here was people dealing with, you know, the aftermath. I feel they didn't flesh that out enough and make it a little bit more easier for people to follow. Like, oh, this is why the Flag Smashers are upset. It's because, you know, this group that was the GCR.
Yeah.
They want to push
GRC.
Yeah, they want to push everyone back to their original homelands and stuff. You know, throughout the series, you really don't get a sense of why the Flag Smashers were doing what they were doing until the very last episode where they kind of spell it out for you.
And they almost took those people out, man. They almost took all those politicians out. They had a good run. They had a good run.
They had a good run. It seems like they're all dead now. For a second, I thought they were going to be like the new Hydra because they had their own little catchphrase and everything, like one world, you know.
No, there's like still a couple left, but there's definitely no leaders left. Like
There's still left, but there's no super soldiers left. Like they're done, son.
Because that was
the last three were in that truck.
That was that. Yeah.
The last three are barbecue right now.
Yeah.
And of
That's
course,
why you had,
Zemo's happy about that.
Huh?
Zemo's happy about that. So
That was Zemo's fault. He killed. He's the reason for those three, and in the end died. Forget about anything else, because they would have got away if he didn't have his butler blow that car up. They would have got away.
well, yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, I couldn't be happier with this series. They did such a good job fleshing out these characters. I want more. I wonder, are there going to be any references to this in Loki? Because so far, between WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, there's been no cross reference to each other. So
Yeah.
is Loki going to continue this tradition, or is it going to be the first one to make mention of what happened?
Rhodey was on this one, but then that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
First episode. I mean,
I was hoping for
whatever crossover would be, because he's going to be in Armor Wars. So
I was really hoping for another crossover, but we didn't get it. That's kind of disappointing. But I'm taking this like the first batch of MCU movies. Like the first movies that came out, they were standalone movies with little cameos.
Yeah.
And I get the feeling that these set of TV show or these shows on Disney Plus are kind of following the same kind of formula where they're going to be standalone projects with little cameos, little mentions. But as these shows continue on and start to build up steam, we're going to see them taken from this and that. And, that's what I believe, or that's what I'm hoping at least. Who knows, they can continue this way.
They have a game plan. Marvel's go with that game plan. They start off, like you said, they start off slow. But they're gonna lead this up to something. But you got more stuff coming. You got Black Widows coming. You got Hawkeye's coming. You got a ton of stuff. You got the Iron Wars, Secret Invasions. You got plenty of movies and plenty of stuff that's coming up that this could tie to. We'll see though. They have their plan. And they gotta. I feel like right now they're just showing where everybody's at this point. I feel like they're just getting to we're getting to these shows, these movies, and showing where everybody's at. Once they establish where everybody's at, because we're getting Thor right now too very soon. Within the Guardians of the Galaxy are coming very soon with Thor. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we're just getting to where, all right, this is where we are. And then once everybody's established to where they are, we're gonna start tying in things. Because look, Doctor Strange is coming. That will tie into WandaVision. You know what I'm saying? So you still got the other. This is only the first two things since Endgame. The first two things. So we really don't know what the tie is going to be. You know what I'm saying? You don't know their plan. So I just feel like
Spider-Man came out after Endgame.
Huh?
I said Spider-Man came out after Endgame.
No, but you get what I'm saying? They're giving you a place in the universe right now where everybody's at.
Closing thoughts on this.
My thoughts are there's a lot to come.
None. Good.
There's a lot to come. We're only in the beginning.
We are. This is just the beginning, but it was great. It felt like
That's the beginning.
It felt like a movie,
Yeah.
Well, it's like half a movie. Half a movie.
All right. My final theory. Sam and Buck become brothers because Buck is gonna marry Sam's sister. He's already eyeing her up.
He's gonna iron her up, all right, with that. Nah.
Boom. And that's all, folks. Thank you for this episode of Bam.
That's all, folks.
And